Hi there, this is video T 4.4. It is on sine and it is practicing using the sine formula. And sine, we know, is opposite over hypotenuse. And just a reminder, you should always be able to fill in two of either the angle, the hypotenuse, and the opposite side. If you find that you can't, then you probably have the wrong trig ratio. If you watched last video, you know I messed up and I had the wrong diagram in there. So by changing the trig function I was using, I was able to get the question to work. So, not too subtle here. All of these are probably going to be sine, but I make no guarantees. I would suggest you turn off the video right now. Looks like there's two questions here. Do them both. Get an answer. See if your answer is reasonable, which is, making sure the hypotenuse is the longest side, smallest side versus smallest angle, something like that. And then turn the video back on and make sure that you and I agree. Okay, so turn off now. Okay, I'm going to trust that you did that. Let's take a look here. First thing I always do is all I'm going to do is start by labeling. So there's my hypotenuse. I go around my angle, and there's adjacent and opposite. So I'm just going to confirm for me that this is going to be a sine one because I want to solve for my hypotenuse and I have opposite. So out of SOHCAHTOA, opposite and hypotenuse is indeed sine. Sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. I always, don't be lazy. Write that out every single time. Okay, I often see learners who, they just start writing numbers down there and then they get mad when I say, well, where did that come from and how does that work? And it's like, just write the formula. It's a recipe. It's a pattern to follow. Now let's see what we got. We have a degree. So sine 18 degrees is equal to my opposite side, which is 45 over my hypotenuse. All right, this is one of those signposts or checkpoints. That's the word I'm looking for that I use. When I write this part, I need to have only one unknown left. So I have my angle, I have my opposite side, I'm looking for my hypotenuse. So I have two numbers out of three, so we're good to go. Jeez. I like to just get rid of this sign right away. It seems to cause a lot of grief for people, so let's make it disappear. 0.3090. If you have done this with another instructor and you leave sine 18 and hypotenuse and cross multiply and all that, that's completely fine. I just find this easier way to do it. So I'm going to cross multiply, which means I need this side to be a fraction and this side to be a fraction. So 1 times 45 is equal to 0.3090 times hypotenuse. And the whole point of cross multiplying is to get rid of that fraction. So 45 is equal to 0.3090 times my hypotenuse. I'll multiply here. Okay, I kind of multiplied there. There really wasn't much to do. And I'm going to now divide 0.3090 because I need this to disappear, and whatever I do to one side, I got to do the other. So hypotenuse is equal to 45 divided by 0.3090. Oh my goodness. All right, 145.63. And if I look at my original question, that was still a whole number, so I'm going to go 146. And there were no units, I'm not going to worry about that. It is hypotenuse. What I am going to worry about is I didn't leave myself a whole lot of space for my next question. Oops. All right, so let's do this one. Same thing, every single time. If it's a square corner, start by labeling. So there's my hypotenuse. Whoopsies, go around the corner where the angle is. And this is my adjacent. And this is my opposite. All right, so I have my hypotenuse and I have my opposite. And I'm looking for my angle, so it's gonna be sine, which shouldn't be a surprise. So sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Sine theta, okay, so this time I don't know my angle, but I do know opposite, 3.5. You can put kilometers if you want. It's just gonna cancel out right away, so I'm not gonna bother, over 8.7. Now, this, again, is one of my checkpoints. I need to have two numbers and an unknown. So there is my unknown. Also, I can further check on this one. I know that my opposite side, I'll do it the other way. My hypotenuse is always longer than my opposite side. So I know the bottom number better be bigger than the top number. Now, if I had done this properly, I would keep moving down. So I'm just going to bring it up like that. Don't put equals and keep going. It's just going to end up confusing you and me. So sine theta, let's go 3.5 divided by 8.7. 0.4023. Okay, notice the rounding there. I take 4 and then that 9 made that go up. But the truth is, I'm just going to leave that on my calculator because mine is cool that way. To get my theta, this isn't my angle. If you're ever thinking your question is done and you have your angle and it's less than 1 degree, odds are probably that you're not done. Because this is just the ratio of my angle, not the angle itself. So I want theta, or I can put even angle theta. Either one is good. And to do that, if you need the angle, it's going to be second and sine. And I love my calculator because when I hit equals, it just plugs my answer back in there. And it gives me 23.72. And I'm going to say 24 degrees. Angle theta equals, and there we go. So it's an angle, so make sure that you have degrees as your answer. This one, when I did the hypotenuse up here, it didn't have any, whoopsies, sorry. It didn't have any units for length or anything, so I don't have to worry about it there. Okay, that is the first page of the practice for sine calculation, video T 4.4. Join me again for the next video, which is more practice.